name is Bonnie Reynolds, and this is my journey through breast cancer. I've put off writing this because I didn't want to go back to the black hole of the beginning. Not that I thought I was really there. It was my family that fell into the depths of darkness. And I just went flat. Time stopped for me, and what I had to do to survive, I would do. And if I lived, I lived. But if I couldn't make it, it didn't matter. That was the cycle of life. I'd leave the future to my husband and children. It's only now, looking back, I realize how far I've come and how much I really do care. I want to live, to celebrate wedding anniversaries, to see my first grandchild, to write, to create my pictures, to smile, to laugh, even cry, but to celebrate life. And now for the story. Breast cancer is what I said to my son. There was silence on the other end of the telephone. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't talk. He couldn't believe it had happened to him. His mother? No. All he could think about was never seeing his mother again, never talking with her again, never having her hold his unborn children. He didn't want his mother to die, but what could he do? He began searching the internet for answers, becoming more and more frightened. Tom really wasn't ready to lose his mother. Ellen, his wife, comforted him, telling him things weren't as bad as when she lost her mother to breast cancer. They did have new drugs and were developing more. I know she remembered her pain. After all, she was only in high school when she lost her mother. My daughter is a physician, and I can't even remember how she reacted or what she said, except that Debbie and her husband Chris were by my side every weekend, just waiting with me for the illness to pass, watching for any sign of worsening and researching. Oh yes, she was trying to find anything that would save me, giving me hints along the way, like, drink from a paper cup and throw it away so the germs will be lost with the cup. Details. Larry, my dear Larry, my husband, my love, my friend. What would I have done without him? He was with me for every appointment, through every surgery, beside me during every infusion of chemicals, all the while not knowing how he could endure the pain that was consuming him, doubting his strength. After all, I was the strong one. As the truth seeped in, desperation descended over him and filled every space in his body. He knew he was powerless against the beast. And yet, he pushed back the darkness and fear, facing one day and then the next, until months had gone by, all the time supporting, loving, and caring for me. Here they are, perfect as far as I can tell. I don't understand what they just said. A lump? Now things are going fast. You better get it out. You better get it out, the doctors tell me. Once the doctor felt it, he became so excited he was almost jumping around. There must really be something wrong, but I'm not worried. I'm sure it's just a cyst. Nothing can be inside. After all, I feel the best I've felt in years. I have the energy and joy that has been missing for a long time. Now I hear the radiologist saying it's not a cyst. And darkness comes over him. I know he thinks it's breast cancer. I won't listen. I know they'll find out that it's nothing to worry about. How can it be when I feel so good? Now I'm walking from the biopsy and Larry's by my side. He's saying it's bad news, and I can tell he's shaken to the core. The surgeon told him not to tell me, but how can he keep it from me? He knows I'd want to know, even if I don't want to know. Now I have to deal with reality. I can hide from it no more. I go through the morning trying to escape the weariness that will overtake me. It's always there, that other world, that deep, dark sleep waiting to cover me and force me down. Down into my bed, again where there's nothingness, only forbidding darkness, no dreams, no light. When I awake, I don't want to get up. I'm not refreshed or renewed. My body aches, and the day is almost over. I hope for another day, a better day. Maybe tomorrow I'll find the sun radiating through the windows, filling the room with sunshine and joy, lifting me up and holding me in its warmth. Today the flowers are blooming, and I'm so happy inside. Life is good right now. I savor every little thing. The sight of the roses, clouds in the sky, the taste of the taco at lunch with Larry by my side. But what about tomorrow? That's the day I'll sift through my mother's things, deciding what can be used by someone else and throwing away the rest. Will I feel happy tomorrow, when in the end there will be no trace of my mother in our home? Oh, chemo, why did you do this to me? My feet and toes are puffed up with pain. Blankets, pull away quickly. Pain, pain, pain on my toenails. I turn one way and then the other, seeking relief. There is none. Hey, why is that tape on the bottom of my foot? It won't come off no matter how hard I try. If only I could take it off. I might be able to get that huge rock out of the ball of my foot. It is so difficult to walk this way. I walk as if I'm an old lady trying to make her way down the road, inch by inch. The voice said, I don't like to hurt people, and they say they can't see my tattoos. So she's gonna do them. She worked quickly and carelessly, stabbing the needle into my chest from one spot to the next, leaving the room before I could see what she'd done. Horror is all I could think when I looked in the mirror. The last tattoo was a large, ugly, black blob right around the neckline of my blouse. No way out of this. No way this can be covered with makeup. After all this, now I have a permanent, ugly, black mark on me that will not erase. One more thing to make me uglier. I can't even wear my blouse without ugliness now. I'm so fragile. They think I'm strong, but the wind blows and I'm down. The wind blows again and Larry's down. Where's all that strength? Not from the breast cancer. Not from losing my mother forever. Not from flying in the air in my car. Not from Larry smashing his body into the back of the gardener's trailer. And certainly not from Tom leaving today. Next she'll be leaving. How will I endure? Right now I'm like a leaf crushed under someone's foot, too brittle to piece myself together again, no longer strong, just limp from all the assaults.